What is up, my fam bam? Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, bringing you a little makeup tutorial today. Today we are focusing on the Pantone color of the year, which is Living Coral, and I am living for coral always and forever. I love that shade. I think it is gorgeous. So I'm super excited that this is the color of the year, and I'm super excited to see it out and about in stores and stuff more often. In today's makeup tutorial, we are focusing on this eye look that you see right here, and I'm also going to tell you my favorite pairings for the lippies that would coordinate with this. We go over some highlighters, all that jazz. So if that all sounds good and dandy to you, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Okay, let's do some makeup. And obviously to start off, I'm going to be prepping my eyelids, and I'm going to be using the Frankie Rose I Promise Eye Primer. That is a cruelty-free dupe for the MAC paint pots for those of you who, this is your first eye tutorial with me. Hey, what's up? How you doing? So I'm going to go over and do all of that all over the lids. And then I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow shade that is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, just to set right underneath the brow. Nothing crazy. I don't want to set all over because I still want that pigment to stick and last. Or just set your eyelids however you prefer to do it. I just recommend doing something that will cancel out your normal color. You want to keep this Living Coral shade really poppin' and vibrant, so canceling out any undertones will help along with that process as well. All right, I zoomed you guys out so you can see all of these shades that I kind of duped for you to find the closest match in your collection, hopefully. So I chose the Blood Sugar Jeffree Star palette because why not? No, but the Tongue Pop shade, which is like probably my favorite shade in this palette, but it is a gorgeous Living Coral color. So I will swatch that. That is what I'm going to be using first. Ooh, you see that? And then I'll show you my dupes that I have as well. So let's layer that up just so you can see it and compare with your collection. I like to dupe it out in my videos because, you know, not everybody has exactly the same palettes, and that way you can check in your collection what you have comparatively. So this was an awesome, awesome dupe. The Bad Habit Aura palette, again, I think I've duped this before, but it is the shade Awakening, I think I did this morning. I duped it this morning and I don't quite remember. Yes, more orange tone, but gorgeous, still very corally. So you could definitely use that. You can also put a little bit of pink in there. So I'm gonna dip a little bit of haze in that, and let's see. Yeah. So if you do these two colors, Awakening and Haze, and this palette is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. So if you don't have this Bad Habit Aura palette, you can use your Prism palette if you have that, but this is a $12 or $14 dupe for that one. So now let's go in with the AOA Studio Love Child palette. This is a $10 palette. So it was this one right here. What is this one called? This one's called, I think you can buy them in singles too, Vintage. Just a better deal if you buy them as a palette. Yeah, that's gorgeous, gorgeous one. Lots of corally shades, looking really cute, really pretty. I also have the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I know a lot of people have this palette too, and it's an affordable one. Sometimes you can get it as cheap as like 11 or 12 bucks, either at Ulta or BH Cosmetics' actual website. So this one you'll have to get a little bit creative. I think this morning I took this one and a tap of this orange one. So when you do that with a brush, you just dip back and forth into those. More on the pink side, let's add a little more orange to it. Yeah, that one's definitely harder to see that it can work, but it definitely could. More vibrant. Oh, you could definitely get that to work. That one's starting to look like that one. So play around with the shades in this, or if you have any pinks and oranges, you can mix the two to kind of create that corally type of color. So hopefully that helps you out moving forward in this tutorial. All right, zooming back in now. So like I said, I'm gonna be going in with the Blood Sugar palette, and I'm gonna be using Tongue Pop, and I'm just gonna start layering it up right in the crease and starting to blend outwards and upwards. Now I'm going to take this little flat packing brush and I'm going to dip into that same shade, and I'm going to do my outer and inner corners, leaving the little space for that blown out spotlight. So while we're in that shade, let's go ahead and put it on the lower lash line as well. Now I'm gonna leave a little room for a spotlight on the lower lash line. If you don't wanna do that, just go ahead and connect it all the way through and don't worry about that step. Just make sure to connect the lower lash line with the top eyelid area. Now I'm gonna take my smaller blending brush and just make sure that's all blended in the lower lash line. Okay, we have all of our pigment right laid down and oh, I love it, so pretty. So I'm gonna do the lightest dip in Tongue Pop with my really fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna make sure it's blended as high as I want it to go. Now I'm taking the shade Glucose, which is the white eyeshadow in that palette, and I'm gonna pop it right on the brow bone. This will give it a little extra pop, but if you don't want that really bright effect, then just do the first shade that you set your lid with. And I'm gonna go back and forth just to help with the blend. All right, now it's time to cut that crease or cut that spotlight, whatever it is that you wanna do, what do you wanna call it. So I'm gonna take the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer because I think it works best for that. It dries down, but it still has a little bit of a tack, so I really like that. So what you wanna do when you're doing your spotlight is look straight ahead, have your mirror right in front of you, angled down is preferred, and you just pop it right above the pupil. Start with a little bit, and then you can add some if needed. I'm gonna take this little tiny brush from BH Cosmetics, the Rose Romance brush set, and I'm just going to move it around to where I need it to. Since we're doing glitter on top, I'm not worried about being super crazy precise as if I was doing a color or an actual shimmer, because I don't mind it to be a little bit blown out for this look. Now, I'm gonna go in with the Stila Glitter and Glows. This one is in the shade Peachy Sheen. I have a few of these, and this one was super, super pretty next to this coral shade. So let's see how it goes. And I'm gonna plop it right on top of that concealer that we laid down. Now on the lower lash line, putting a little bit of spotlight and just copying the same thing I did up top, down below. I'm gonna deepen up my edges just a little bit by mixing Tongue Pop, a little bit of cherry soda, and a little bit of Prick, just to kind of custom make my own like deeper shade because I want it to be a little bit deeper. So obviously super simple so far. I'm gonna go in with a liner and lashes, do whatever you prefer. I'm gonna just do a little tight line, and then for the lower lash line though, I'm gonna use this nude liner, which is the NYX Wonder Pencil. This is in the Flight shade, and I'm gonna put it just in the middle, right there. And then on the outer edges of the lower lash line, I'm gonna use Urban Decay's 24/7 liner in Torch. This will kind of continue on that effect, kind of give it like more of a waterfall spotlight type of effect. And I just think it looks really cool. So I'm gonna finish up my liner and mascara, and we will be right back to do some lipsticks and some highlights. So just a second. Okay, lashes and liner done. I went with the House of Lashes Knockout Lashes, and if you know me, then you know. They're my favorite. If you can't get your hands on these lashes, what I recommend when you do spotlights is anything that has a little bit of spacing. That way you can still see the spotlight. If you do a super heavy lash, it's gonna kind of take it away and defeat the purpose. So just that little tip for you. Let's go ahead and do some, let's do highlighter first. Highlighter first, then lippies, because it's time to get some bling on, and I'm feeling like, hello, where's my highlighter? I'm gonna go in with the Sigma Chroma Glow highlighter, and I'm gonna use this shade Bedazzled. What a pretty coral highlight is that? Oh, that's what we're gonna put on my face and the inner corner as well. You thought I forgot, didn't you? Don't worry, I did. And let's see, this might be a little bit too dark for me. I don't remember. Let's see, yeah, a little bit. Oh, but it's so pretty. And then I'm gonna go in with a little mix of Ambrosia and Peaceful. That brings on the bling for sure. Along with Pantone's Living Coral shade being the color of the year, I also think it is gonna be the year of dewy skin. We started seeing it at the end of last year. You know, some people have always loved it and that's what they like to do, but I think this is gonna be the year that people stop doing as much matte makeup. So you're gonna see me testing out lots of dewy products too this year, seeing what's good. Dewy skin fits my skin type more since I'm so dry, but I am having a challenge trying to figure out how to have that dewy skin but still make it last long. So if you have any products that you use that you would recommend, definitely drop them down below. Let us all in the Fam Bam know. Help us out a little bit, and then I'll test some of them out and let you guys know too. And next I'm going to take both Bedazzled and this shade called Peaceful, just to lighten it up a little bit, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Get that highlight. And a little bit under the brow too. Ooh, lippy time. So I pulled two different options for lips, so I'm going to show you that. I have the Dose of Color lipstick in Angelic, and then I have the ColourPop Disney Princess Collab, and this is the Ariel lipstick. So I'll show you these two. This one is like a nude with a coral undertone to it, so I would do this one if you don't like too much drama. You can see there, they kind of coordinate together, but it's still nude, not too intense, but I want a little bit of drama today. I want to go full on living coral. I want to be the living coral. So I'm going to go in with this one, and like I said, this one's called Angelic from Dose of Color. I'm going to put it on my lips, but just so you can compare with your lipsticks at home, and then you can see if you have anything similar. There's that. And I'm going to be topping it with the Buxom lip polish in Caroline. So this is what that looks like, and then what it looks like on top. So if you don't have a crazy color like this, you could, but you have the lipstick, you could just use a clear gloss if you want a gloss look, or you could keep it more satiny or matte, whatever you have in your arsenal. But I think those are going to complement each other really, really nice. And for lip liner, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay lip liner in Weirdo, because I'm a weirdo and it's the perfect shade too. So it's a 2-for-1 deal. So that's just the lip liner and a lipstick. Really pretty. And now I'm going to go in with the Buxom shade. I'm just going to put it in the center. Yeah, let's just amp that up a little bit. So that is the look. Oh my goodness, super, super cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and zoom you out for a complete dramatic look. All right, what did I tell you? Super simple look, huh? And then that way we can have some fun, especially for spring and summer. I love this corally look. Oh my goodness, who is excited to see this coral color around town a little bit more? I am, that's for sure. If there are any specific eye tutorials that you would like to see from me in 2019, definitely leave them down below in the comments. And if you are new to my channel and you just stumbled upon my face for the very first time, hey, what's up? Welcome. You're gonna wanna go down and hit that little red subscribe button. That way you get notified when I post new videos, which is at least 3 times a week. And I do eye tutorials like this, I do reviews, I do all kinds of stuff. Just check it out. I have like 200 videos, and I cannot believe that I'm almost hitting my 200th one. What is that? I don't know. Anyways, thank you all so much for stopping by today and watching, and I hope every single one of you out there have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, happy day, happy week, happy 2019! Woo!